Previously on Clash Royale.
In today's Clash Royale video, we got sneak peek number 2 of the new Clash Royale update. If you guys didn't check out yesterday's video yet, you should really do it before that, because in this video I explained you how to unlock card evolution and how do they work in Clash Royale. Today's video is just about the new card evolution of the Skeletons. Skeletons will be the second card which will get a card evolution in the June update, and I can also tell you guys it is really worth to subscribe, because the next couple of days, the next 2 days better to say, I will guys show you like some gameplay, some stats, some pro insights about the Firecracker, which will get a card evolution, and the same goes to the Royal Giant. So if you guys don't want to miss that, subscribe to the channel, use code Morten, and let me know at the end of today's video, you guys think the Barbarian evolution card will be better or the card of the Skeleton evolution. So guys, with that we junking into that, and also the first thing what we really want to do is kinda comparing the stats. Is it different between the Skeletons and evolution Skeletons? Is there something different? No, it's the same. They still one-shot each other, they still have 81 HP, but there's like really one huge thing which will be absolutely exciting. So every time the Skeletons, the evolution Skeletons hit something, they will spawn another Skeletons. So, an example, you're playing the 4 Skeletons, also they spawn at 4 Skeletons. This is kind of important to let you know. So not at 3, there will be 4. And you're playing on top of a Royal Giant, example, every time the Skeletons hit, like another Skeleton will spawn, similar to a graveyard, but the maximum count will be 8. It's like similar to Skelly King also, right? Skelly King, it's like if you get like a souls for the Skelly King, it will like spawn skeletons similar to that. So every time a skeleton hits something, another skeleton will get spawned like until 8, and you need to cycle them twice. With Barbarians was just 1 skeletons twice, so you need to cycle the normal skeletons, then you get the evolution skeletons. They will be crazy good against troops like Miner, because Miner will be like a flawless defense now for skeletons. Same against Prince, right? Normally like you play the 3 skeletons for Prince won't be enough, but right now if you play the 4 skeletons, your opponent doesn't have a zap, they will spawn like immediately like maximum 8 skeletons there when they target the Prince immediately, and then it will be like a flawless defense. So this is really important for you guys to know, but I would say it's time to jump to gameplay, and I'm gonna explain you my pro insight on these cards. It's an absolutely crazy card, guys. It's absolutely amazing. So I would say we're just gonna go directly into that, and of course it's like similar to Skeletons in some ways. I mean, it's still Skeletons, it still costs 1 elixir, but I can tell you guys it's absolutely crazy in some certain situations, because Big Spin here will miss 1 log on Skeletons, and then like just like few thousand Skeletons are respawning, kind of allowing me to completely defend this stuff. So we're just gonna go in there. Of course it's more like a defensive card, a cycle card, so it's not like a win condition, which we're like taking a look like later of the days with the Royal Giant, which you're able to play like all the time at the bridge at example with the Skeletons. I mean, you can't really play on a bridge, you can't really apply aggression with that, so it's like really interesting to see how it will be with the Miner at example. So we're just gonna go in here for the Archer Queen here, just goes in the build. These are kind of tags I will now test out, and as you guys can see, here's the card evolution ready. So this is kind of what I want to highlight here first. So this is what I was kind of talking about, right? If you use a Miner against Skeletons now, you will be able to, like, the Miner will like kill the Skeletons, will shut off the Skeletons, and then will like get some chip damage on the tower. But this will be different now. So you always want to support your graveyards, your Goblin Birds now, kind of with spells, because otherwise Skeletons will do an absolutely crazy job. So I need to lock them off. And I think right now, I just decided to let the ghosts go and then play the Skeletons behind to get some blood. Of course, it can be really good in some situations. Also, what I've like kind of found out is that example you're using. This is kind of the prime example, right? Look at this, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Mother Witch doesn't do too great against Skeletons. It still does decent, but also at the same time, like, you're getting more Skeletons out of the defense than the Mother Witch gets out of the Hoggies. So you're kind of overwhelming your opponent's Mother Witch with Skeletons, and they can't do it with Hoggies. So it's pretty similar there. Mother Witch spawns Hoggies, you spawn Skeletons, or like Skeletons spawn Skeletons, but the Skeletons at the end win. So we do get some decent amount of damage, but kind of what I want to show here will be really exciting soon, because Big Swin will miss 1 log. What means miss? He just didn't need 1 skeleton, but this is like what he can't do. So this is what I want to show you guys. So Big Spin is just gonna go in here for the Royal Giant. I'm just gonna go now for my skeletons here. So look at this, guys. Look at this. So he's gonna miss 1 skeleton or like 2 skeletons. They're just spawning once again and just go over the place. And I can tell you guys, this is busted. This feels busted. And I can tell you guys, this card will be way stronger than the Barbarians also, because Skeletons, you can play that in way more decks, right? Barbarians, they're really specific on like Fireball bait decks, maybe like there's some Three Musketeer Golem decks, some Lava decks, but Skellies you can use in every single deck, and this is why I think they're so strong. Let's just take a look here. This is absolutely crazy. Look at the left side. Big Spin is not paying attention there. And look at this. Skelly is spawning. Skelly is hitting, and they're just spawning directly towards like a... We got like... Remember this, guys. All start with a missing one log, and we just used the Skeletons on defense to counter the Warrior Giant. It ended that they were switching the lanes and being a graveyard, being a win condition on tower. This is absolutely broken and madness, guys. Another prime example of this type of Skeletons you will see right now. So our opponent here, Big Spin, at this point is just going for a Graveyard plus the Baby Dragon, and we are just going to use our Mighty Mine here to tank this, and now we are going here for the Illusion Skeletons. But this is kind of what I was talking about, right? It makes no sense to kind of support your troops sometimes and maybe get a bit lucky with collection with just one Elixir Skeletons. I mean, there's like two things, right? You can just cycle them in the back and kind of waste them, use an opponent's troop, or just trying to support, but this makes no sense. Normal Skeletons wouldn't really make sense, but this makes sense now. So look at this. This is absolutely crazy. So we do get a ton of Skeletons here, but also look at him. Also look at his type of Skeletons here. So I didn't use my log here to kind of just like show it how it works, but this is absolutely crazy. His Skeletons are targeting my tower from behind, and I just get absolutely overwhelmed here, and it's just spawning like a graveyard. It's absolutely crazy and nothing I can do at this point. So once again, kind of taking a look at the offensive power of the Skeletons. They can be strong, but overall, of course, it's a more defensive card, similar to Barbarians, but this will be different with the Firecracker and, of course, with the Warrior Giant. So kind of showing you how to split like Royal Logs here, and now I'm just going to go Barbarians on top. And as you guys can see, it's like not majorly strong, but still a bit of Skeletons power coming there. Maybe when it's like a Knight, at example, the Barbarians will absolutely, or like the Knight will absolutely get shredded in this type of situation. So in this type of spots, the offensive Skeletons do get decent amount of value. But of course, there are also some decks or like some cards which do really well against it, similar to the normal Skeletons, and you feel like every time you use them it's a waste. An example, our opponent right now, Big Spin, at this point has the Executioner, he has the Valkyrie, he has the Golden Knight. These are all absolutely crazy counter cards against it. Same for Princess, Splash Radius is absolutely crazy, so he will be able to hit most of the Skeletons. Also the same like Lumberjack does pretty well against it, and of course Electrosphere. Electrosphere is one of the best counters against this card. So an example, when you're using this deck or like this kind of card in decks like Logbait, if you're like using a log, the E-Split, you should always be fine able to kill them. Of course, in some situations, as I was saying earlier, if I were showing you, they were like absolutely crazy. That's kind of what it does, right? In some situations it's broken, in some it's not really too broken. Also, if the Hunter would have killed or like targeted my Graveyard Skeletons, he would have had like some other Skeletons out. Over, I would say crazy on defense, but also countable, or like you can count them in a way. And I really think it's gonna be like one of the most broken things Clash will ever added, but I really personally think Skeletons will be on a stronger side in this new Clash Royale update. Kind of let me know in the comment section what you guys think about it. How would you rate this new card there? You think this will be broken? You guys think this will be bad? This is kind of what I want to know, and I would say I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for the next gameplay of the new Firecracker evolution.